Hi everyone, my name is Hollie Evans. I want to take the next couple of minutes to go over a project that I've been working on for the last couple of weeks called the Black Death and the devastation that it caused Europe during the mid-1300s. Many people know of the Black Death. It was actually one of the largest epidemics, if not the largest epidemics, that happened within our history. I want to give the positive aspects of the Black Death and the impact that it had on society during this time after the Black Death. So, to begin with, I'll give you a little bit about the background of the Black Death that happened in Asia during this time, during a battle. Many people did not even know that they had contacted the Black Death. They had boarded back on their ships after the siege and went up to Europe. It spread very quickly. It came in without no warning. The symptoms was very, they were awful. It started out with headache, extreme thirst, vomiting, and chills, and then the boils, which was horrible. This actually broke out within their groin, under their arms. Very painful. The scientists during this, nobody really knew, the cause of the Black Death until in the 1800s. And scientists found out that the Black Death was caused by fleas on rats. When the Black Death broke out, it was actually pretty ironic because during this time the weather was very mild. Usually it's cold or cool during this time in Europe, but it was actually very mild, so it spread very quickly, and it was hard to get a control of the Black Death. Many people during this time thought that the Black Death was something that God did this, that it was created in heaven, and that it was caused for punishment to men for their wickedness. Others believe that it was caused by the Jews, that the reason why that they contacted it was because the Jews poisoned their water in the wells. Of course, this was all very false. So I'm going to go and talk a little bit about the culture of the Black Death. The Black Death, as Europe, it actually became more poor than before. Took out a lot of people. There was new employment opportunities that arose. Many people that were poor become rich quick overnight. But so many people were frustrated. So the speech became very rude and obscene. And that could be expected. I know I would think that if I was going through something like that, be hard to keep cool, I mean, of course you're going to, I can see how it could make you very angry. And during this time, the church began to fall. So for economics, wages did begin to rise, and peasants were paid more for their work, which was actually a good thing. Gold and silver prices arose, and the deflation from harvest drove prices downward. Trade and manufacturing had flourished during this time as far as the economics goes. So the social standards, so the standards rose better because a lot of people from all over had come into Europe. So these people were coming from all over the places, so of course the more people that comes into a place, the more diverse that Europe became, which I think in the long run it made it actually better for Europe. The government used statute of laborers as a platform of enforcement, and because of the drive of employment at the time, pretty much you could just tell people what you wanted to be paid. And so that helped put kind of even things out. And the gentry became a state of authority, local nobles' power over equals and inferiors. So during this time, there was a lot of positive impact on the Black Death afterwards. To begin with, I think it was like a slow start, but as everything started to, new people, new job opportunities, and things began to change. I feel like that it was good because it was a time to where, you know, Europe was already overly populated. So by them, the population kind of decreasing, I think it helped overall. So I hope you guys enjoyed my presentation. I know I probably should have spoke of some of the people that I was able to research. Sharon DeWitt, B.S. Goen, Christina Lenz, Robert Palmer, Catherine Porter, David Rout, Susan Scott, Louis Slavic, and also James Thompson. These authors and all of the information I got, great information, and I hope you really enjoyed my presentation. Thank you guys for watching. Bye-bye.